Hello students, welcome to another session of verb tenses. As you remember, we did with simple form of tenses for present, past and future, and today we learn with the remaining tenses. We start with the continuous form of tenses for present, past and future. To begin with, let's start with present continuous tense. Now to understand, you need to understand the meaning of the word continuous. Present मतलब जो चीज अभी है. Continuous means an action that is taking place constantly at the time of speaking. Present है यानी अभी हो रहा है. Continuous मतलब चल रहा है और चलते ही जा रहा है. Is called as present continuous tense. ओके फाइन, तो दैट्स वेरी क्लियर कि कोई एक्शन जो बोलते वक्त जब हम किसी को भी किसी एक्शन के बारे में बोलते हैं या कोई बात बताते हैं, जब वो एक्शन उसी वक्त हो रहा है तब हम उसको बोलते हैं प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस. कभी कभी वो एक्शन वर्चुअली हमको दिखाई देता है, कभी कभी नहीं भी दिखाई देता है. इट इज एन इनडायरेक्ट एक्शन विच इज अंडरस्टूड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, प्रेजेंटली I am staying in Sagar. That means अभी मैं किसी एक पर्टिकुलर शहर जिसका नाम सागर है वहां पे रहने का काम कर रही हूँ. Though it's not actually an action, but what I am telling that is happening with me right now. तो बेसिकली आपको ये समझना है कि हम जिस भी चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं वो अगर प्रेजेंट फॉर्म में यानी इस वक्त हो रही है और होते ही जा रही है for a specified period of time, मतलब अभी तो हो ही रही है, अभी भविष्य में भी कुछ समय तक चलेगी और चलती ही जाएगी. That is called as present continuous tense. I hope that is clear. So, what is the condition of using present continuous tenses? Action in continuation at the time of speaking. Okay, this is the condition when we use this tense. Now let's come to the formula of this tense. The formula for present continuous tense is like we did yesterday: subject plus helping verb plus V4 plus object. Okay, now let's see what these helping verbs are. Mind it, right now we are talking about present continuous tense. The helping verbs of present continuous tense are, now let me tell you, as you have already studied in my last videos, what are helping verbs and what are main verbs. This V4 is the main verb and we all know V4 verbs कौन से होते हैं? They are the verbs which are having ing in their suffix. Now let's talk about the helping verbs. The helping verbs for present continuous tense are is, am and are. These are the three helping verbs for present continuous tense and they are selected as per the subject of a sentence. As you already know, we use am with I, we use are with other than I. What are they? You, we, they and plurals. Members of group 1, which I had already explained in my last video. And is used with singular subjects. So this is how we have divided the formula. Okay? Now we will write down an example for this sentence. Okay? The example for this sentence is, suppose what am I doing now? I am teaching tenses right now. I can mention the time right now in the sentence, or even if I skip it, it is automatically understood by the construction of the sentence that it is a sentence of present continuous tense. So what will be the sentence? I am teaching tenses at this moment. instead of the phrase at this moment, I can also use the word now. That means the action of teaching is in continuation when right now. This means this is a sentence of present continuous tense. Now let me tell you a tip. Whenever in examination, how are you going to identify? Because in examination, you are going to get a blank over here. आपको subject लिखा रहेगा और आगे का लिखा रहेगा. How are you going to identify whether the sentence is of which form of sent? आपको अगर sentence में you get the phrases like now, at this moment, immediately. These are some words which give you an idea or the clue that the verb which has to be filled here should be of continuous tense, and that too of present continuous tense. So this is how you can make out that the sentence. There is always some or the other thing which can give you a clue of which sentence or of which tense the sentence is. Exam में हमको what I have seen that students basically get confused into is कि उनको टेंस पता होता है, फॉर्मूला पता होता है, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू द आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ द टेंसेस दे आर नॉट एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई द सेंटेंस एंड देयरफॉर दे फिल दिस आंसर रॉन्गली. अगर यहाँ पे इसके बदले yesterday होगा तो ऑब्वियसली यू विल नॉट फिल am teaching, you will fill was teaching. But before we go to past continuous, let's write down another example of the same tense. The tip was that this type of words will be there if a sentence is of present continuous tense, of course, while writing. While speaking, listener and speaker both know we are talking it about just now. दोनों को समय मालूम होता है तो हमेशा लिखने का जरूरत नहीं होता है. Now let's take another example. Ram is going to school. Now what does this mean? कि राम अभी स्कूल जा रहा है. There can be another sentence. Boys are studying now. All these sentences are of present continuous tense. So I guess this was singular subject. You can see I have used the verb, helping verb is with it. This is the V4 form. Similarly, this is the plural subject. With plural subject, I have used the helping verb are, and again the V4 word studying is used here. So I guess this one was very clear. We are here with present continuous tense. Now moving to the past continuous tense. Let's see past continuous tense. Now the formula remains the same for past continuous tense, but what changes are the helping verbs. You know, only what changes here is the helping verb. The helping verbs for the past tense are was and were. Was is used with the singular subject and were is used with plural subject. The explanation is again the same. Here we talk about the actions that were in continuation for a point of time in past. Past में कोई action हो रहा था और होते ही जा रहा था कुछ वक्त तक. And mind it, in all the past tense, when it comes to written sentence, writing down the time is mandatory. जब हम बात कर रहे हैं तो स्पीकर और लिसनर दोनों को पता होता है कि पास्ट के किस वक्त की बात हो रही है. लेकिन जब एग्जाम में आपको सेंटेंस आएगा या जब आप कहीं लिखा हुआ देखेंगे और आपको डिफरेंशिएट करना रहेगा कि वेदर द सेंटेंस इज ऑफ प्रेजेंट टेंस, पास्ट टेंस और फ्यूचर टेंस, इट इज ओनली द टाइम दैट विल मेक यू recognize whether the sentence is of present tense or past tense. So let's just change this sentence into past continuous tense. I am teaching tenses at this moment. Now what change I will do? Instead of am, I will say I was teaching tenses of simple forms. Now I have to answer the question when. When is my question? Will answer the time. I was teaching tenses of simple forms. Now I need to answer the question when. In my last class. Now what is this? In my last class? This is the time phrase which is telling me when this action happened in continuation in past. So that was quite clear. Past continuous, past में कोई एक्शन हुआ, होने के बाद होता ही रहा कुछ वक्त तक, लेकिन वो पास्ट टेंस है, ये सिर्फ वॉज से नहीं मालूम पड़ेगा, इसमें आपको एक टाइम भी बताना पड़ेगा, विच इज इन माई लास्ट क्लास ओवर हियर. नाउ लेट्स सी द सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल. राम इज गोइंग टू स्कूल. अब यहां पे भी what is the change that I am going to do? I am going to do another change over here. Instead of is, what am I going to write here? Ram was going to school at this time yesterday. Or I can say I was teaching verbs of different kind at this time yesterday. Or I can also say I was going to Mumbai at this time yesterday. Whatever it can be, I was sleeping at this time yesterday. It can be anything that happened for continuously for a specified span of time. Now let's change. Boys are studying now. ये क्या बन जाएगा? Boys were studying. We can directly put yesterday, or you can also say boys were studying at this time yesterday. Yeah, boys were studying in the morning yesterday. Time phrase can be as per a person's choice and need. What I mean to say here is that you need to mention time phrase, what I have told you yesterday also, in all the tenses of past tense. Time phrase TP, that is called as, is mandatory when it comes to written sentence, whereas when we speak, time can be omitted because it is automatically understood. But when we write down, the intention of the writer is not clear until and unless the time is mentioned. So I guess that was very clear. So past continuous tense was very clear, an action in continuation at a point of time in past. So that was all about past continuous tense. Now let's start with future continuous tense. Sorry, the pen has a problem. Just a minute. Now let's talk about future continuous tense. Future continuous tense means an action that will be in continuation at a point of time decided by me or anyone in future. कोई एक्शन जो फ्यूचर में होगा और कुछ समय तक होते ही जाएगा is called as future continuous tense. The formula changes here a bit. Instead of writing helping verb, we can directly write what are the future tense helping verb? They are will or shall. Shall is normally used with I and we only. फर्स्ट पर्सन प्रोनाउन के साथ ही इस्तेमाल किया जाता था. The usage of shall was prominent in Old English, but these days we have omitted or limited the use of shall, whereas we normally use the helping verb will nowadays with all the kinds of subject. Subject चाहे हमारा फर्स्ट ग्रुप का हो, चाहे सेकेंड ग्रुप का हो, चाहे सिंगुलर हो, चाहे प्लूरल हो, whatever is the subject, we can use the helping verb will with it in case of future tense. अर्लियर इट वॉज डिमार्केटेड कि आई और वी के साथ हमको शैल यूज करना है, लेकिन अभी ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं रहा है. यू कैन यूज विल विथ ऑल ऑफ देम, सो इवन इफ यू फॉरगेट शैल फॉर अ टाइम बीइंग, इट हार्डली मैटर्स. ओके, सो नाउ द फॉर्मूला इज subject plus will shall plus V4 plus object. Now time. Time here is not mandatory. आप time लिख भी सकते हो, आप time miss भी कर सकते हो. It is again a matter of choice whether you want to write time or not. Why? Because ये जो will है ये automatically हमको क्या बता देता है, time, कि हमारा time क्या है, future time है. So since this will automatically tells us that we are talking about future time, it's not necessary to write down time here. We can write it, we can omit it. Depends on the choice. So now we have seen the formula and now let's take the example. Very obvious change. What will be the change here? Now that's quite easy. I will. Okay, I just forgot to add a word over here. यहाँ पे will और shall के साथ में be भी लगता है. I will be teaching. अब कल जरूरी नहीं कि I'll take tenses. I will be teaching active and passive voice tomorrow. Or I can say I will be teaching a new topic at this time tomorrow. So it was quite easy कि जब मैं teaching का काम करूंगी कल और कुछ समय तक उसको करते ही जाने वाली हूं जब तक कि मेरा क्लास खत्म नहीं होगा. So that was quite easy. Now let's talk about this sentence. What will be the change over here? Ram will be going to school tomorrow morning. I guess this was very clear. Boys will be studying late tonight. Now you will be wondering, I am talking about future tense and I mentioned tonight. I can write it this way also because the night of today is yet to come. That's why I can also write it this way, क्योंकि आज की late night होने की है. Therefore, I have already decided that the boys of my class will be studying late tonight. वो आज देर रात तक पढ़ेंगे या आज देर रात को पढ़ेंगे, whatever may be the intention be. So this is how is future continuous tense. Okay students, for example, I will be speaking fluent English by this. I will be speaking fluent English next month. Suppose कोई अपने को बताना चाह रहा है कि मैं अभी सीख रहा हूँ, अगले महीने तक मैं fluent English बोलने लगूंगा. So it can be anything. It can be any subject. It can be any object. But yes, you have to follow the formulas for it. Okay. Now, after doing the simple tense and the continuous tense, we will start with the perfect tenses of all the three forms. This tense is bit complicated but not tough. You need to be very clear about what perfect tenses are. Now, let's start with perfect tense of present. Our first tense is present perfect tense. But before that, I would like to give you a tip. फर्स्ट थिंग, आपको एक बात हमेशा याद रखना है कि देयर इज अ ट्रिक टू लर्न परफेक्ट टेंस. अब हम इसका एक मतलब बना लेते हैं अपने याद करने के लिए. परफेक्ट मीन्स हम अपना मीनिंग बना रहे हैं, ये इंग्लिश का मीनिंग नहीं है. हमारे अनुसार परफेक्ट का मतलब होता है पहले. व्हाट डज परफेक्ट अकॉर्डिंग टू अस मीन्स? बिफोर और पहले. अभी एक बार के लिए हम इतना ही याद रखेंगे. तो परफेक्ट टेंसेस मतलब हियर वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट एन एक्शन दैट हैपेंड बिफोर. अब अगर बिफोर है तो प्रेजेंट कैसे है, वो कैसे है वो अभी हम समझेंगे. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस का मतलब होता है an action that got completed in the past but it still has its effect, but it still has its influence in present. या फिर हम इसको और अगर इजी करके समझें, कोई ऐसी चीज या कोई ऐसी बात जो पास्ट में हो गई है और पास्ट में होके खत्म भी हो गई, ऑफ कोर्स इट हैज ऑलरेडी गॉट कंप्लीटेड. जैसे कि मैंने बोली पहले हो चुकी है, लेकिन भले ही वो पहले हो चुकी है उसका कुछ ना कुछ असर अभी वर्तमान में भी है. दैट इज द फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कंडीशन ऑफ प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस. तो अगर हम इसका यूसेज लिखें, सो व्हाट इज द यूसेज ऑफ योर प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस इज यूज्ड फॉर एक्शंस that got completed in, again the past is of 2 pi, that got completed in recent past or far away past, but it still has its effect, or you can say influence in present. अब अगर आप देखोगे, I have mentioned 2 kind of past, recent past और far away past. recent past यानी थोड़ी देर पहले, और far away past यानी आज से 2 महीने पहले भी हो सकता है, आज से 2 साल पहले भी हो सकता है. Now let's take an example of recent past as well as far away past. But before that, let me tell you the formula for that. What will be the formula for present perfect tense? The formula is subject plus has or have according to the subject plus V3 plus object. Now, has and have are the helping verbs of the perfect tense, and you always have to remember that we always use the third form of verb in perfect tenses, in all the perfect tenses. So I can even write it here कि the verb which is used in all the perfect tense, be it of present, past or future, is always the third form. For example, speak, spoke, spoken. The word spoken is your third form. Teach, taught, taught. The word taught is your third form. So I guess that was very clear to you. Now let me take the example of recent past. Now let me write down an example. I have just completed the continuous tense. Now can you see, अभी हम पढ़ रहे हैं परफेक्ट टेंस. अभी कुछ देर पहले ही मैंने कौन सा टेंस पढ़ा के फिनिश किया है? कंटिन्यूअस टेंस. पढ़ा के तो हो चुका है, यानी वो बात कब की हो गई? पास्ट की हो गई. लेकिन उसका असर ये है कि तुमको और मुझको, both of us know that yes, the continuous tense has already been taught. We all remember, both of us remember what was taught and it has already been taught. Though I have not mentioned time here, because mentioning time is the mandatory condition of past tense, but here we need not mention the time. So here अभी कुछ देर पहले कंप्लीट हुआ, इसीलिए ये एक्शन कहलाएगा रीसेंट पास्ट का. एंड सिंस आई वांट टू स्पेसिफाई कि ये चीज अभी रीसेंट पास्ट में हुई है, देयरफॉर आई हैव यूज्ड द वर्ड just over here. I have just completed the continuous tense. I can also say I have just finished my dinner. I have just finished my lunch. The principal has just completed the round in the school. For example, अब हम देखिए यहाँ पे एक और एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. Ram has finished his lessons. Now here I am not telling you when. I am not answering you when. I am saying Ram has finished his lesson. That means he might have finished his lesson by the time when I told. अभी जब मैं आपको बता रही हूँ उसके 2 मिनट पहले या कुछ ही देर पहले ही राम ने अपने लेसन्स पढ़ के खत्म किए हैं. फाइन, दिस अनदर वेरी पॉपुलर. अच्छा, वन थिंग मोर, राम इज सिंगुलर. तो सिंगुलर के साथ एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू कि जो हैज होता है वो सिंगुलर वर्ब होता है एंड राम इज सिंगुलर. तो सिंगुलर के साथ हमने सिंगुलर लगाया. आई, देयरफॉर आई एज वी ऑल नो कम्स इन द प्लूरल ग्रुप, हेंस इट ऑलवेज टेक हैव. अब एक और हम लेते हैं. आई हैव सीन द ताज महल. नाउ सी, दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जाम्पल क्योंकि इसके 2 मीनिंग निकल सकते हैं. आई हैव सीन द ताजमहल, इससे क्या मतलब निकल रहा है कि मैंने ताजमहल देख लिया है. दैट मीन्स अब भले ही ये ताजमहल मैंने 2 महीने पहले देखा, 2 साल पहले देखा या 10 साल पहले, ये मैंने आपको नहीं बताया. वॉट आई हैव टोल्ड यू इज कि मैंने ताजमहल देखा है और उसका प्रेजेंट इफेक्ट या इन्फ्लुएंस क्या है कि मुझे याद है कि मैंने ताजमहल देखा है. वॉट बेसिकली आई वॉन्ट टू टेल यू बाय द मीन्स ऑफ दिस सेंटेंस इज कि आई हैव ऑलरेडी सीन द ताजमहल व्हेन, ये मैंने आपको नहीं बताया. अब इसमें एक थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट आता है. एग्जाम में नॉर्मली ये सेंटेंस कैसे आता है, आई विल जस्ट टेल यू. नॉर्मली you get a blank over here and then you get the verb and you are asked fill in the correct form of the verb over here. Normally students fill saw over here and they get the answer wrong. They say I saw the Taj Mahal. सुनने में सही, देखने में सही, फिर भाई गलत कहाँ? गलत यहाँ क्योंकि ये saw है V2. V2 is always used in simple past tense, and as I already told you, what was the condition of using simple past tense? That means an action that completed at a particular point of time in past. But am I mentioning the time in this sentence? No, I am not. I am not mentioning the time in this sentence, and this is the clue that you will not consider this sentence as a sentence of simple past tense, but you will consider it as a sentence of present perfect tense. Hence, you will fill the answer I have seen the Taj Mahal. इसका मतलब है कि मैंने ताजमहल देखा है. लेकिन अगर मैं ये बोलना चाहती हूँ कि मैंने ताजमहल देखा था, इसके लिए I have to tell you time when it comes to written sentence, because then and then only the examinee student will be able to identify whether he has to fill the answer related to present perfect tense or simple past tense. तो अगर आपको यहाँ पे ये blank आता है, now look very carefully, if the same sentence you get in the exam, यहाँ पे blank है, यहाँ पे bracket में आपको C है और इसके बाद I dashed the Taj Mahal last year. Now if your sentence is like this, if there is time mentioned here, now since you have this time mentioned here, now you can fill the answer saw over here, because now it is fulfilling the condition of simple past tense, that an action which has already got completed at a point of time in past. So here I am mentioning you the time of the past. A very easy example. I have seen the movie Mr. India. Now you all might be knowing there's a movie named Mr. India. अब इस सेंटेंस के जरिए मैं आपको सिर्फ ये बताना चाह रही हूँ कि मैंने मिस्टर इंडिया मूवी देख ली है और उसका वर्तमान इफेक्ट, the present effect is कि I still remember it. But if suppose someone of you ask me the question, ma'am, when did you see the movie? That means you're asking me the time when I saw that movie. Now I will have to alter my construction and I will say the sentence, I saw Mr. India when I was in school. Now automatically I am telling you about the time when I saw the movie Mr. India. That is why there's a very easy connection between present perfect tense and simple past tense. Both of these tenses are called as relative tenses. अगर हम याद रखें तो इन दोनों के बीच में बहुत गहरा रिश्ता है और वो रिश्ता है वक्त का. What is the relation between them is time. अगर हम इसको याद करने के लिए रखें तो then there's again a tip to learn this. वो हम ऐसे याद रखेंगे कि सिंपल पास्ट टेंस के पास वक्त है, सिंपल पास्ट टेंस के पास वक्त है यानी कि पास्ट टाइम है, और प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस के पास में टाइम नहीं है. अगर किसी सेंटेंस में टाइम है तो वो सिंपल पास्ट का कंसिडर किया जाएगा एंड यू विल पुट द V2 फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब इन द सेंटेंस. अगर उस सेंटेंस में आपके पास टाइम नहीं है, इसका मतलब ये रहेगा कि वो पास्ट में हो चुका है, लेकिन कब हुआ है ये आपको नहीं बताया गया. बात सिर्फ उसके असर की हो रही है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैंने कई कहानियां लिख चुकी हूं तो आई विल से आई हैव रिटन मेनी स्टोरीज, लेकिन क्या मैंने आपको ये बताया कब लिखा? नहीं बताया. तो मैंने क्या लिखा? आई हैव रिटन. आई डिड नॉट से आई रोट मेनी स्टोरीज. अगर मुझे रोट लिखना होता तो मैंने आपको वक्त बताना जरूरी था. मैं आपको बोलती थी आई रोट मेनी स्टोरीज लास्ट मंथ, I wrote many stories during lockdown. Whatever time I want to tell you, I have to tell you by the means of a time phrase, and then only my sentence will be a sentence of simple past tense. Otherwise, it will be a sentence of present perfect tense. That is why I told you just now that there is a relationship between present perfect tense and simple past tense. Both of these tense are related to each other, or I can also say both of these tense are separated from each other actually just by mentioning the time in them. So here we stop our lecture for the today, and with our next lecture I will start with the perfect tenses of past tense and future tense, and also with perfect continuous tense. So I'm sure you might be clear about all the three forms of continuous tense and present perfect tense. To sum up, I'll just write down all the formulas for you all together. We'll just sum up the class by writing down the formulas. Okay, let's write down the formula for, we started with present continuous tense. The formula is subject plus helping verb, which are is, am, are, plus V4 plus object. This is present continuous tense. Subject plus helping verb, which is was and were, plus V4 and object for past continuous tense. Subject plus helping verb. Now what is the helping verb in future tense? It is will be, plus V4 plus object. But here I just need to mention time. This is present, this is past, and this is future. Then we also did present perfect tense, and the formula for that was subject plus has oblique have plus V3 plus object, and the differentiation was no time over here. These are the four tenses we studied today, students. You need to practice ample of examples for them. Then only you will be able to differentiate one tense for the other tense, especially the present perfect tense and the simple past tense. Normally, these two tense you can say are friends or relatives, and the point of difference between them is just what? Time. And who has time? Only simple past has time, whereas present perfect does not has time. So, bye for now. We'll continue with more perfect tenses in my next lecture.